Hey everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a story time. I haven't done one of these videos in a couple months. I just haven't really had any stories to tell, you know. My life has been pretty boring recently. Nothing has happened. But one day I was doing something really random, like editing or something. I don't know, just something very random. And I suddenly remembered a story that happened to me when I was in middle school. And I thought it would be funny to tell. I think in the moment it was probably like semi-scary, but it's not like too extreme. And I don't know, I just thought it'd be a funny story to tell. I just want to say a couple things before I start this video. My hair looks really crazy, at least to me. I don't know if it looks crazy to you, but it's just like, just would get wavy towards the bottom. But I did not want to I didn't want to put my hair up. I didn't want to straighten it. I just wanted to film this video just because I thought it'd be funny and everything. Just want to mention that. It's looking a little crazy, but you know, that's just my hair when I don't straighten it or when it's not like freshly washed. So that's just my hair today. That's just my hair today and stuff. I just wanted to mention that. I think it looks crazy, but maybe not to you. I don't know. That might just be me. This is me a story time for when my bus driver held us hostage. And this happened when I was in middle school, and I will get into the story right now. And yeah, you're gonna find out what happened in the story right now. So actually, when I remembered that this happened, I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. And then I told my best friend Allie about it, and I said, oh my god, I have a crazy story time video idea. And she's like, you have to tell me. And I was like, oh, the time that my middle school bus driver held us hostage. And she made me tell her what happened. So she already knows what happened before even seeing this video. So behind the scenes for Allie, you know? And yeah, so this happened when I was in 5th grade. So that was over 10 years ago because I'm almost 21. So that was so long ago because I would have been 10 or 11. Yes. So long ago, like it's crazy. And now I think it's kind of like weird and funny, but like back then I'm pretty sure I was terrified. I'm pretty sure I went home and cried. But anyways, let's just get right into it. So I'm actually gonna name my bus driver, like give her a fake name, and I'm gonna call her Carrie because Nanny Carrie is very psychotic. And my bus driver definitely had her different sides. She had her pleasant sides. She wasn't like a really happy person. She had her pleasant sides. She had her dark sides. She had her like really angry sides. I'm pretty sure she like might have been bipolar. Like I don't want to criticize against anybody that is bipolar. This is definitely nothing that's funny, but I'm just saying my bus driver was psychotic. Like I don't even know what was wrong with her, but she was psychotic. So we're gonna call her Carrie, like Nanny Carrie, because I love One Tree Hill and that's the name I thought of when I was like thinking about this story. Okay, so my bus driver, Carrie, was a very like weird bus driver. I had some great previous bus drivers in elementary school. Once I got to middle school, I had this bus driver for 3 years because that's how long my middle school was. And yeah, that was a weird 3 years, might I say. And any of my friends, especially the ones that live like near me, who had the same bus driver as me, they know like how weird that was. Like my bus driver was like weird. Like she'd be one person, she'd be another. And like she was that person where you could look at her and be like, yup, she definitely loves McDonald's, just saying. And yeah, so I don't know, I feel like I have to give a backstory to this story because it's not gonna make sense if I just start off with what happened. So my bus driver was one of those bus drivers where like she was one of those bus drivers that was like she had those weird like habits, I guess you could call them. Like she didn't like certain things. Like so basically we weren't allowed to chew gum on the bus. We weren't allowed to like have like if you wanted to hand sanitize your hands, you couldn't because she would smell it. Even if it was the most weak scent, she would smell it. So say you're sitting in the back of the bus and it's such a weak scent, she'd be in the front of the bus driving and she would smell and she would like come running back to the bus and like she'd literally like tackle you because she did not like that. She was one of those bus drivers who was like the bitchiest person ever. Like I'm not even joking. Like people were afraid of her. Like even the toughest kids were afraid of her. Like she was pretty scary. Like and then she would have her days where she was like the nicest person. She'd be like, oh, have a great day. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this chick? And I'm like, what the hell is Carrie smoking today? Well, I was probably not thinking in middle school because I probably didn't even know like much about that. But I'm just saying, like, what is Carrie on today. Like, Carrie is crazy and stuff. And I don't know, she was just like, she would be nice, she would be not nice, she would be a bitch, she would be, I don't even know. Like, she was just like weird. I don't even know. So now into the real part of the story. I believe I was still in 5th grade when this happened. I'm pretty sure I wasn't in 6th grade. I'm pretty sure about this. So it was one day in 5th grade and we were on the bus and we were the last stop for some odd reason. And then there were some kids that didn't live like right in our neighborhood. They lived like on the outside street of our neighborhood. Then there was us, and it was everybody I believe that lived on our street except for those kids that live on the outside street. And so basically, like, my house, say my house is like down here and my bus stop is down here. So she, I don't know why, but like she heard some noise. Like, other things, she hated noises. Like, you snapped your finger, she hated that. You like popped something, she hated that. She literally hated everything. So it's like, how do you manage Carrie? Like, how do you? For real though, like, how does Carrie live like a normal person? Carrie was not normal, clearly. And so yeah, like one day she hears this noise. I don't know if it was a snap or a pop, I can't remember, but somebody must have snapped their fingers or snapped something. I don't know what it was, but it was these few kids that, honestly, these kids were devils. Like, they were the kids that would literally, I don't even know, you did not want to be around these kids. You did not want to be like left on the bus when these kids were on the bus, because you knew that was trouble. Yeah, you knew they were trouble. Like, Taylor Swift saw in trouble, you know? So then we get to our stop and she hears this noise, and then she all of a sudden stops the bus at her bus stop. And so we go to get off the bus, and she's like, wait, nobody is going anywhere. Like, nope, we're staying on the bus. And we're just like, what the hell? And my friend had to like she was watching somebody's dog, she had to let the dog out, so she was worried about the dog and everything. I was mostly worried about getting home. I just wanted to get off the bus. It was very awkward. I'm pretty sure at the moment I was on verge of tears. Like, I thought I was gonna cry. And so she's just yelling. She's like, who? She's like, who snapped that? Who snapped that? Who has gum? Or something like that. And I'm just like, Carrie is definitely going through something today. She's either like high as hell, which in middle school I wasn't thinking that, but Carrie was definitely having trouble that day. Carrie was psycho that day for sure. So she's just screaming like, who did that? Blah, 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 and stuff. And everybody just looked at each other and she's like, oh, if nobody's gonna say anything, then I'll drive you back to the school and you can talk to the principal. And we're just like, seriously, you're gonna drive like 5 miles or something like that, 5-10 miles back to the school just to talk to the principal, who probably doesn't give a crap, just because somebody snapped something? I was like, psycho. And so yeah, like, I was just like, what the hell? In the moment, I was probably like so scared and like, what the hell? So she literally like shut down the bus and everything. Like, we couldn't get out and stuff. Like, she was obviously blocking us, and she was like she was a big like woman, so like nobody would get past her. Not even like middle school like big guys. Like, just think about how big a middle schooler is, like a guy. Like, they couldn't even get past her. So like, we were just stuck on this bus staring at these like delinquent, evil kids and stuff, knowing that they probably did something. We're just like, what the hell? And everything. And so we're probably stuck on there 10 to 15 minutes. I'm actually not even sure that my mom knows about this. Sorry, Mom. Yeah, this did happen. And it was crazy. And I'm just like thinking about this down, like, how was I survived? And I'm pretty sure my bus driver, like, she would like close the door on us so many times and be like, oh, you can't get off. For like bizarre reasons. She'd yell at kids. It's like, you're 10, 11 years old. You don't yell at them and stuff. And I'm just like, how did we survive that? How did we? I'm surprised that my mom or nobody's parents called the cops on my bus driver, or called whatever authorities you have to on a bus driver. If she were to hold us longer than she did, she probably would have been arrested. But like, it kind of makes me think, why didn't anybody ever say anything? Like, if I was like smarter than I was in middle school, like if I wasn't such an innocent girl, I probably would have been like, let's get her fired. But, you know, because she was an awful bus driver. Like, she was not, like, what I don't understand is if you don't like kids, if you are mean to kids, why are you in a field of work where you're working with kids? Like, there's people that are teachers that are like, oh, I hate kids. Why are you a teacher then? Why are you a bus driver if you are mean to kids? I've never understood that, and I still don't as an adult. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, like, eventually, like, we're standing there for like 10-15 minutes, and we were like, at least me and a couple of my friends that are on the bus with me, we were all like scared, because like, you would be scared too if your bus driver turned off the bus and locked the door so you couldn't get out and go home. Like, at the end of the day, it's 3 o'clock, you just want to get home, you just want to be home, and everything. So eventually, I think I was so scared, I started pointing at this kid. I was like, oh my god, him. I was pointing at him, and I vaguely remember me like slightly shaking, so this is my finger, and it's just like, and then I think eventually she like yelled some more, and then I think she'll eventually let me and some of the kids that live on my street off, and we were gone, and it was all good. And so we're walking home, and we're like, what the hell just happened and everything. We all just wanted to get home and everything. The thing about Carrie is that she like would do stuff like this all the time. Like, kids would be loud in the bus, which is understandable. Kids are like loud sometimes. She'd like, oh, if you don't quiet down, I'm gonna turn around the bus. Like, she did that so many times where it was just like, seriously, Carrie, really? If you don't like kids, stop being a bus driver. I'm pretty sure you don't make that much money. Like, stop if you don't like it. Come on. Like, seriously, like, I don't even know. And I know like people that said they had her for an elementary school bus driver, and I'm like, God, what could have she done to those kids? Like, she was awful. I just don't really understand her. And then she, like, I had her for 2 more years, and I think she was still like psycho the next year, but I feel like the year after that she was somewhat less psycho. I don't know, like, being on Carrie's bus for 3 years was very, like, I don't know, it was just rough. Like, I do not get her at all. Like, she made no sense. She was psycho. Like, I'm pretty sure she needed some mental help. Like, Carrie was psycho. But now I'm like, seriously, the fact that she like held us on a bus for that amount of time, and it was very minor, of course, but it was still traumatizing in the moment. But the fact that she did that, I think it's hilarious, because like, that is so ridiculous, and like, the hell, like, what's wrong with people? Seriously. Anyways, that was my story time. I don't think it was too much of a story, but I thought I would tell it because I think it's a little ridiculous, and I just thought I would share this story. Plus, I like making these kinds of videos because it's fun to tell different stories, whether if it's a crazy story or if it's a good story. I don't know, it's just fun to tell these kind of stories, and it is kind of funny. You can laugh at it a little bit, and I feel like the way I told it might be a little bit funny, so why not? So that's that. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see me tell more stories, let me know like what kind of stories I should tell down below, and please comment down below any videos you'd like to see next, and subscribe because I post videos every week, and I just love making videos for you, and I just love my videos. I make lifestyle and beauty kinds of videos, and sometimes random videos like this, and challenges, and just all these fun videos that are on my channel. So subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!